Mom gave me a very sharp look when I got into the car. I'm so glad Charmaine was with you, she said, turning the car around. I thought you were alone out here. Don't worry, Mrs. Tan, Charmaine reassured her. We didn't see any ghosts. Mom didn't think it was funny. John is always reading those spooky stories, she scowled. You mustn't go into cemeteries, is that clear? It's not safe. And she tried to cheer herself up. I think you should take your new phone back to the shop and get it checked. I certainly didn't ring you, and I can't imagine who did. Yes, Mom, I slumped lower in my seat and stared at my phone. I bought it only yesterday and I was so thrilled with it. It had all the latest features, dozens of them, and I sat up all last night learning how they work. But I'm sure there's nothing wrong with it. Well, you better make sure. Mom's mouth had that determined look about it. Like when she tells my dad it is time to clean up his mess. I don't want any more of these funny things happening. There was nothing more to be said. When Mom gets into the mood, you can't argue with her. So I just stared out of the window, thinking about the old unused cemetery. How strange that we had gone there, and how eerie that howling dog had sounded, like a lost spirit. As soon as we reached the shopping center, Charmaine and I headed for the library. We had to get a lot of books for our schoolwork. I was so glad to be busy to think about something else. We settled ourselves at a long desk and started reading. Suddenly, a ring sound came from my bag. The librarian glared at me and pointed to the sign that says no handphones. I was so sure I switched mine off. I reached into my bag. There was a new SMS. And when it came up on the screen, I screamed. Everyone in the library was staring at me. You look like you have seen a ghost, Charmaine whispered. I tried to say something. My mouth opened, but only a funny croaking sound came out. I held up the phone so she could read the SMS. There was just 3 words on the screen. I saw you. Charmaine blinked. Who is it from? It doesn't say, I mumbled. The librarian was standing over me. Young lady, she said, if you don't turn off your phone or switch it to silent mode, I will have to ask you to leave. I couldn't speak. I was shaking my leaf like a leaf. I stared at the screen, then switched off the handphone quickly, watching as a hideous message disappeared. I saw you. Who had seen me and where? But I knew the answer, didn't I? The shadow by the cemetery gate that had been someone watching us, someone or something, and now they knew how to contact me. I swallowed and a cold shiver rippled through my stomach.